Kara, Sseko Fellow for over 2 years now, and I'm here to show you a few of my favorite sandal ties. I'm going to start with a basic flip-flop tie and show you how you can actually take the base of this tie and change it up to make it look several different ways, which is really fun. I am wearing my Sseko caramel wedge ribbon sandals, so that they have a wedge. All Sseko sandals have a top layer of leather, a middle layer of microfoam, and bottom layer of textured rubber. The wedges are currently available through Sseko Custom, where you can choose all your leather colors and get really creative with about 8 sandal silhouette styles, different heel styles, different colors, monogramming, beading, all kinds of fun things. But that is where you can create your own Sseko wedge. What you can find that's similar to the caramel wedges I have online are the caramel stitched ribbon sandals. These are a bestseller for sure, and you can get them anytime from the Sseko website, which I will post on my description of the video. Okay, so to start this basic flip-flop tie, which is really easy to just slide on and go, you're going to take your ribbons. I'm using our beautiful Secret Garden chiffon ribbons. You pull it through the top loop. I usually stick a corner in and then grab that corner and pull it through. You're usually going to want, with most of your sandal ties, to get your ribbons even at the top, so I just matched the edges. And one fun thing that I like to do with mine is, rather than putting your toe through and doing them on opposite sides like you might normally, I actually switch them, and this covers the woven loop in the middle a little bit more, and I find that it's more comfortable on my toes. So it's not like a huge change, but it's a small change that I like to do for all of mine. So for this tie, you actually do not need to have it on your foot. So what I do next, these front loops from the inside to the outside, I'm going to slide my ribbons through like so. Okay, so you're just creating a flip-flop basically. And there is a way to do the flip-flop where you skip the middle loop, and I will talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so the next step, you're just going to go straight back. I prefer to do mine from the inside out on the loops, but you can do whatever you want, outside in or inside out. I would just try it a few times and see what is most comfortable for you. So outside in, and this is like, normally I wouldn't be bending over doing this, I would just do it sitting up, but since I'm showing you guys. Okay, so then you have this line. Do the same thing on the other side. Like so. Okay, so then all you're going to do is slide your foot in, and then I'm going to show you how you can tie this different ways on your ankle. So when you're on the go, this is really fast. You slide it in, and basically all that's left is tying your ankle. So I actually like to tie mine in the front and have my heel loose in the back. So this is how I did it on the other one. I tied a bow. Now my feet are different sizes, so my sandals, if it's a more elaborate tie, they often do not end up the same length at the end, because one foot uses more ribbon than the other. That is not the case for most people. So I really love the chiffon ribbons because of the fun bows I can create. But if you are not a bow person, you can actually wrap this in extra time, and then you just have a little bit left, and you can tie it in a little knot. And you can tie it in a little knot just like this, which is also really cute. So there's 2 different ways. They look completely different just by changing the tie on the ankle. Now, a lot of ladies love to go around the ankle in the back to cross. So rather than crossing in the front like I did here, you would take it, pull it tight. Oh, one tip, when you're doing your sandals, I always stand up to tighten to get it exactly how it needs to be. It might take you a couple of tries to get it the exact tightness that suits you, but that is my little trick. And so you can, if you do it in the back, you have this nice simple ankle wrap here. And again, you can tie it in a knot, or I could have left more material and tied it in a bow. So isn't that cute without the X in the front? So your X is going to be in the back. And then another way to do this, you don't have to keep all the fabric in one spot. So again, we're crossing in the back. But you can spread this out a little bit more. The chiffon, you can bunch it up or spread it out. And I can actually make this thicker by quite a bit by just spreading it out as I go. It's going to naturally fold in the middle, like so. So now you have a little bit more fabric and you can tie again like that. Super cute. And this is kind of another way. I prefer doing it like this if I have the cottons, but if you want to still have an X in the front, you can go up your leg a little bit more, like so, and get it. So you can get really creative, even with just the ankle part of your sandal, like so. Okay, there you go. There's my first sandal tutorial, caramel leather wedge Sseko sandals and Secret Garden chiffon ribbons. And I am a huge fan of the chiffon. For me, anyone with small ankles, like me, anytime I do a back ankle tie, mine ends up shifting too much for my preference, which is why I usually cross in the front. There are different ways to help with that, but if you're having that issue, just let me know and we can chat. All right, stay tuned for another sandal ribbon tie video coming at you next. Stay tuned for another edition of Sseko Sandal Ties with Kara.